Hey Snapchat, I'm back in California after a week of vacation. Got a busy Monday, so I'm gonna try to do this at red lights on my way to work. I promise, no driving. Today's topic is board of advisors. Most startups seem to have them, even from the earliest stages, and so I wanna cover, are they really worth having? The way I find most startups using them is just to add some names to their fundraising decks so they can tell people, these are my board of advisors. And on that basis, they're mostly a waste because every VC sees straight through that. They see board of advisors has very little impact on your success. And my first thought is, if you're so close to them, why didn't they invest in your company? Or why aren't they on the board? Or why aren't they management? In a fundraising deck, I'm probably okay with seeing the names. Okay, so you found a way to get access. Just don't spend way too much time on them. Some companies do. You can get benefit out of board of advisors. The way to do it is to have very few people on your board of advisors and make sure that you're picking them for very specific reason, either for insight you want to gather from them or relationships you want them to help you build. It's usually best if they have some skin in the game. Just like I told people with board members, skin in the game means they're committed. The standard issue is between 1/4 to 1/8 of a percentage point each. So with 1%, you can get 4 to 8 people. And again, one of the reasons I don't love board of advisor grants is I think they don't value them highly enough, and I'd much rather that 1% go to employees. But if I could get these people to kick in $10,000 to $25,000 each, I would be willing to give them 100% additional warrant coverage on top. They buy $10,000 of stock and they get $10,000 of free stock to be a board of advisor member. You will only get out of a board of advisor member what you're willing to put in. They won't do work on their own. You need to manage them. Set expectations early. If they're going to come on and get 1/8 or 1/4 of a point, you need to say, I'm probably going to call you twice a month. Is that okay? Is that acceptable? Most of the time you're going to pick disparate people who don't know each other, and therefore assembling the group of board of advisors probably isn't too valuable for you. Most advisory board options have 2-year vest, not 4 years vesting, but there's a huge exception I'm going to point out. Stock will never go unvested. If for some reason you don't get value, you're not going to take the stock back. The least thing you want to do is have an influential person that you take stock back. So in summary, board of advisors can be useful for all the reasons that you think, helping you with introductions and helping you with advice. But very few startups ever get value out of their board of advisors. They're just talking points to make you feel good and make your fundraising deck look better. I wouldn't waste your time or options.